hot minute. So I'm looking for my napkins. I'm looking for mine in finance. With the trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes. How cute are my napkins? I've not actually used them yet. I'm gonna use them right now. Aww. Do you know, Giddo's actually got me these for moving in gifts. 1 whole year later, I'm using them. How are we? I'm looking a bit rough. Although I did get my hair done yesterday. Hold on, I'll sit here. Sorry, these peonies that I bought. These peonies cost me £6 out Sainsbury's. Look at the nick. This is what they've looked like the whole time. Not once have they bloomed. They're a week old as well, by the way. Yeah, I got my hair done yesterday and I love it. It's like a bit lighter brown. Fuck knows my natural hair colour. Would pay to know at this point. But it's a bit of a lighter brown, and then I got some like sort of caramel extensions to it that lightens it up without me using bleach on my hair. Win-win. Winner, chicken for dinner. I'm having chicken for lunch. Actually, I'm having a gorgeous chicken salad from Sprig. And I thought to myself, me and you, we haven't sat down and had a chat in a long time. It is overdue.com. So I'm going to sit and have my lunch and we're going to chat. Put up a little question box on Instagram and I'm going to answer your questions. Look at this, hold on. Look at this thing of beauty. I won't ever say goodbye to you, yeah. Wow, I've not had this Sprig in what feels like forever. Right, what is here? Ta-da! If you would like to recreate, this is lettuce, kale, chili chicken, pesto pasta, red peppers, broccoli, cauliflower and extra cauliflower, edamame and crispy shallots and chili ginger sesame dressing. Yum! I actually am like the master of like creating like a good Subway, a good Domino's pizza. I had one of them on Monday, a good Sprig bowl. Like I just know, I know what I'm doing when it comes to chucking ingredients together. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to cooking, but like if they're all out in front of me and all I need to do is select, Mama knows what she's doing. I'm so hungry. I actually, really bad, I actually haven't even ate yet. But I've had 2 coffees, not healthy at all, unintentional, just had a busy morning. So I feel that pure like rattly, like horrible way. Right, my hair looks nicer not tucked behind my ears, but to eat I kind of need to eat like that. Right, I'm scared that I damage my nails, so I've been opening my cans, I'll use my knife, with my knife lately. Boom, Bob's your uncle. I love this, just like, it is so bitter but so nice, like I love that taste. Oh god. I keep not realising it is Wednesday today. It's Happy Hump Day. It is Wednesday. I went out on Sunday. I was actually out on Saturday as well. I had a crazy weekend. Guys, I'm really in my young, wild and free era, if you hadn't noticed. Did I look really small sitting here? I genuinely thought that Monday was a bank holiday, so I thought like everyone was going to be off work and then I'd feel fine about being hungover on a Monday, but I literally made that up. It was not a bank holiday and everyone was working, so I just felt like a bit minging. You know, like I just don't like being hungover when I should be working, when everyone else is out doing serious things now and I'm rotting on my couch. Popped up a question box on Instagram for you guys to ask some questions, and I'm just gonna start firing through them. No rhyme, no reason. Someone said, will roller coasting be quiet until the live show? P.S. I cannot wait! In capitals. No, it won't. It actually won't. I have been meaning to get back and record it, but I have said this like on the podcast. Like sometimes I just get like a bit of a creative block. You know, I love my job so much. I'm so passionate about it. I actually was in having a meeting with Aquarius this morning. I was just like, I love this. Like I can't even put into words how much I love my job. I'm just the happiest bunny. But like it sometimes can be difficult to think of like fresh ideas all the time, especially because I do Instagram, I do TikTok, I do YouTube, and I have a podcast. Like, so a lot of different platforms to constantly think of new stuff, and I can't just plaster the same stuff on every platform, or like that's just a bit shit really. Sometimes I just hit a bit of a brick wall and I'm like, I have nothing to say Like my brain is empty. Like I don't know how I could sit and speak for an hour right now. And I also don't want to put out shite. Like if I know that I can't be arsed and this sounds shit and stupid, I don't really want to post that because I never want to get lazy with it. But you could call having time off lazy as well. Depends how you look at it. How is hot girl summer going? It's going well. This is my first ever summer of my life being single. Like since I was 16, I had a boyfriend. I've had 3 different boyfriends in my life and I've never been single over summer. And whenever I have been single, it's not been for like a huge length of time. I definitely am a relationship type of person. Like I love having a person. I love like spending time with that person. I love being in love. Like I'm a relationship type of person, so being single has never really like appealed to me. But this time round, I've said to myself, I need to be single. Like I owe this to myself. Like I think I need to just take some time with myself. And realistically, I don't want to get in another relationship that ends. Like seriously, how many more? Like how many more? I don't want it anymore. The next person I call my boyfriend needs to be my husband. I mean, you can't pick. You actually can't plan life, so like that probably won't be. No, they hopefully will be, but you can't pick that. But I would like to be like 100% confident. Put it this way, I am not calling someone my boyfriend unless I think it is me and you. But I do always think that in the beginning, obviously. Relationships. But hot girl summer is great. I actually now see the appeal in being single, not because I'm out getting with new boys every week. I'm definitely not. But being single at this point in my life, I feel like has been amazing. Like I feel like I've really reconnected with myself, if that makes sense. Like I feel like I've not had to think about anyone else. I'm only focusing on myself. Any plans that I do are for me. Anything I do is for myself, and it's technically being selfish, but I've really been selfish. There's nothing like negative about it. But just being able to think about yourself and prioritise what you want, what you like, not having to like consider someone else in your plans or consider someone else's feelings. Like it's actually a bit of a luxury. Like at this moment in time, I feel so like myself. I'm having so much fun. You know, like I don't have anyone to bicker with or just nothing. It's just very peaceful at the moment. My life is very peaceful, and I love that a lot. So I'm having a great time. Hot girl summer. I have some stories up my sleeve. They are saved for the live show, but just because you're not coming to the live show doesn't mean you won't get to hear them. You will at some point. How are you finding single life? Are you lonely living yourself? No, I am not lonely. Like, don't get me wrong, I spend a lot of time alone. Like, I'll realise, like, maybe I'll get to, like, night 4 of me being in here myself, having dinner myself, watching a film myself, and I think, oh, I am, like, ready for some company. But I'm very fortunate. I'm surrounded by a lot of amazing friends, so I am so lucky that I can like just be like, okay, someone come over tomorrow, or I'll go to someone's tomorrow, or I'll go to mum and dad's. Like anytime I think, oh shit, I've been alone for quite a while now, like I'm very lucky that I can go out and see someone, and I know that that's such like a great and like luxurious position to be in. If I didn't have such amazing friends and like family around me, probably would feel lonely, because I just don't think it's good for anyone to be alone like all week. Do you know what I mean? Like it's definitely good to like break up your week by seeing people, even if it's just for a wee hour here and there, like going to the gym with someone or going to walk with someone. So I would say, yeah, I definitely would be lonely if it wasn't for my amazing friends and family. But no, I'm definitely not feeling lonely. I actually really enjoy my own company, to be honest, as well, so that definitely helps. I'm fine. I'm more than fine. I'm good. Honest experience of laser hair removal. Does it work / last long? Where do you go? So I have only had 1 session so far on my underarms. You do need to go, I think mine's anyway, it's every 6 weeks. Now I forgot to go after 6 weeks. So that's on me. But honestly, I noticed it worked after 1 session for me. It's not actually meant to. It's supposed to take like 2 or 3, I'm sure. But my underarm hair, guys, did you ever when you were in school you would get like a tight, you know, like tights material, like skin material sort of socks. You'd put loads of sawdust in them and you'd grow wee seeds and you'd water them every day in school, and then little green hair would grow out the wee socks and it'd grow so fast. That's my armpits. My armpit hair grows really fast, it's really thick, it's really black. So I have to shave, like I shave my armpits, come out of the shower, they're back. They're back, baby. They just don't leave. It doesn't ever look properly shaved. But what I found is when I had my first round of laser hair removal, I was getting a clean shave, and like when it came back, it was pure like wispy and thin. So it was amazing, but I just forgot to go after 6 weeks. That's the thing, something that requires like, keep going back, I'm gonna forget. However, I have booked an appointment for, it's either next week or the following week, and I go to the pro waxing company in town. It's a lovely girl called Misha. She does my Hollywood waxing and she also does my laser hair removal. She's amazing. She's genuinely so good. I'm not just saying that. So good. So I am really going to try and stick to the armpits because I did notice such a change. But because I've went way past my 6 weeks, they're coming back thicker again. So you need to be committed. If you could live anywhere else in the world, where would you pick to live? Probably Ibiza. I don't ever plan on moving country. Like, Glasgow to me is home. Like, I love to go on holiday, as we all know. I love to visit other places. My dream is to buy a holiday home one day and be able to like visit like as often as I like. That would be great, but I feel like I'll never ever leave Glasgow. Like, my mum and dad are here. The thought of not living in the same country as my... I just spat out a bit of lettuce. The thought of not living in the same country as mum and dad like makes me well up. Like right now I'm welling up. Like I could not move away from mum and dad. I just genuinely couldn't. It would break my heart not being able to see them. Like even just like now, like I don't see them like a great deal. Like I see them definitely every week, but I don't see them as much as I'd like to see them. But I know I can go around whenever I want, and like in case of emergency, like they're right here. Like I just can't imagine not having them. My friends, what for me, like yeah, moving country would be amazing. Like I'm sure it would be, like, and I'm sure living in a hot climate and like living somewhere like Australia or something, I'm sure the quality of life is better. I don't deny that at all. But if my friends aren't there, the quality of life for me just isn't there either. Like, what's the point in my opinion? Like, I'm not saying this for anyone else. This is just me personally and like how I feel. What's the point in me being in a stunning hot country that yeah, there's so much to do every day and like I don't know, the quality of life is better if I can't see my friends? And I know you'd make new ones, but I will never make or replace friends that I have, like ever. If they're not there, I'm not interested. So I definitely am always going to live here. This is home to me, even though the weather's pish and that is quite depressing, the weather, but everything else is perfect to me. Are you in your dating era or just in your hot girl summer era? Definitely wouldn't say I'm in my dating era. No. Are you doing anything exciting in July? So I'm going to transmit, that's exciting, I'm really excited for that. Dominique's playing alongside the likes of Calvin Harris, Natasha Bedingfield, like what the France. But there is something like really, like it is literally actually a dream come true, if I'm being honest, that should be happening. I mean it is happening, but I don't like to say things until like signed, sealed, delivered. If that does happen, then what the frickety frick? Just what? Like genuinely just what? I'm so confused. But that would be insane, and you'd certainly hear all about it if it does go ahead, so fingers crossed it does. What's your favourite restaurant in town and what's your order? I probably have two. Going to be Ramen Dale and Sugo. Ramen Dale, I get the Sancho pepper ramen. Whoa, it actually like blows the ears off me. Like, you know in cartoons when you eat something spicy and like smoke comes out of your ears? That's what it makes me feel like. When I eat peppery things, it makes my ears feel like they're like letting out fumes, but it is unbelievable. In Sugo, you just can't go wrong. I get number 3 or number 5. Number 3 is penne arrabbiata, number 5 is beef ragu. Whoa, and the olives in there, and the bread, to die for. Have you been back on dating apps? I've never been on a dating app, ever, actually. It's not something I'm against. Like, say I was single and I was like, okay, I'm ready to talk to someone, and I wasn't talking to anyone, I would definitely download a dating app. Why not? I do actually low-key want to experience that one time just to see what it's like. Like, I've been on some of my friends' dating apps and I'm like, this is hilarious. Like, the laughs these apps have provided are like no other. But I haven't personally been on one. I personally don't feel the need to at this moment in time. Never say never. The thought of building a dating app is quite scary. Like, the thing about me is, I would consider myself a good person and a good time to be around, but would I consider myself this like single, sexy, like lures men in? Not really. I don't know how I would be perceived on a dating app. Yeah. How do you know when a friendship is ready to end? I mean, it really depends why. Like, there's so many different reasons friendships can end, and like over the course of my life, like different friendships have ended for different reasons. Sometimes, what's that quote? It's like, friends for a reason, friends for a season, friends forever. That's definitely not the quote, but it's something like that. So maybe it's ended for a reason. Maybe like someone's done wrong by you, or maybe it's ended because of a season. So maybe like you were meant to be friends for like this length of time, but realistically it's not going to work forever because maybe you live in different cities or you are at different points in life, whatever, and then some friends are just going to be around forever. How do you know it's time? Probably this is the same attitude I have to like relationships. A relationship or a friendship, realistically they should be in your life because they add, realistically, someone should be in your life, i.e. a friend or a boyfriend, a partner, girlfriend, whatever. They should be in your life because they add value to it. Of course, you're going to have arguments. There's going to be hurdles you need to overcome. You'll bicker. It's not going to be a smooth sailing ride. There's going to be a little whoop, a little bump here and there, a little bit of a shipwreck here and there. But it shouldn't be a turbulent experience. Your friend or your boyfriend or whatever is someone who should add value to your life. And if it reaches the point where you think, I don't know if I'm doing that for you and if you're doing that for me, might be time to pay the piper. Any more holidays planned? So potentially going somewhere in July, and then next month, I did not realise this was next month. Hey, I look so good with this tucked behind my ear. I didn't realise that August is literally next month. Where has this year gone? But granted, at the very end of August, it's technically September, I'm going to Thailand for like 16 or 17 days. Going to Thailand with Nadine, Ailey, and I'm meeting my friend Star there. Star moved to Australia almost 2 years ago now. So we're going to meet Star there. Like, we've not seen her in like literally almost 2 years, so it's going to be amazing. We're travelling around Thailand, island hopping. Wow, I'm so excited. I've never been somewhere so far away. Like, I'm excited just to experience a whole new way of life. Nadine keeps laughing, saying that I'm gonna, like, she's like, you're gonna hate like the sleeper buses and stuff, which, look, I am not a snob by any means, I'm not, but I do appreciate a bed at night. I do, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I like comfort. So I do think this will certainly be an experience for me, but it's one that I'm ready to jump balls deep into. Can't bloody wait. So far that's all I've got planned for the rest of the year. I mean, I've been very lucky with my holidays this year. I've been here, there and everywhere, but if I can squeeze in some more, I absolutely will. What is your type? I'd say, like, looks wise, these days I'm very open-minded. I used to always be the classic tall, dark and handsome, but I feel like I am much more open-minded on looks these days. I obviously need to fancy, that is essential. I'm not going to pretend that I don't care what they look like, but I don't have like a tick box. Some preferences. Is this a non-negotiable? Probably the height. I would, in an ideal world, they're going to be taller than me, just because I want to feel like when you're the girl, I do want to feel like small, and I'm not small, so that is a problem. I'm like 5'8", I think. So this is a problem for me. Like that really whittles the pool of boys down. But I would rather they are taller than me, especially if I have heels on. I don't want to be like towering over them, ideally. So ideally they're going to be taller than me. Maybe like 6 foot and above would be nice, but that's me being picky. Ideally they're going to have tattoos. I just feel like if I have tattoos, they kind of need tattoos. I would like them to have a nice smile. Like, I'm not asking for turkey teeth, but a nice smile that when I look at it, I smile too. No, you're definitely going to lure me in if you dress nice. Like, if I like how you dress, brownie points. But fashion is something that can be changed, so it's not a write-off. Personality, now this is where I'm strict. You must be hilarious. Like, you must make me belly laugh. I need someone who's goofy, who doesn't take life too seriously. Not someone who is like a pure... Oh, I don't know how to describe, like, not someone who's a pure poser as such. Do you know what I mean by that? Someone who can just let their hair down, be goofy, have a laugh. Someone who is kind and considerate of others. They care about other people and not just themselves. Someone who is ambitious. I don't care what you do for a job, and I don't care how much money you earn or anything like that, but I need someone who's driven. Someone who, like, doesn't just, like, someone who actually like does kind of enjoy their job, and I know that can be quite hard to do, but someone who like is excited to work, kind of. Although that's kind of maybe a bit unfair, because some jobs aren't that exciting. Someone who I could introduce to anyone and I just know they'll get on with them. Like someone who can just be like the life and soul. I'm not asking them to like swing from chandeliers at a party, but someone who I could just leave in a room and I wouldn't need to like keep going up to check on them. Like I know they'd just be fine because they're just like a social butterfly. A social butterfly is definitely what I need actually. Someone who is like a wee bit cheeky, like someone who can be funny and like be a wee bit cheeky, not be mean and not be cocky and not be an arsehole, but a wee cheeky chappy that's quite fun sometimes. Someone who's quite confident, again, not arrogant, not cocky, but confident, like quite sure of themselves, and wouldn't let anyone like dim their sparkle. And someone, God, this list is long. Someone who is thoughtful, like they'll just like pick me up my favourite chocolate bar because they know it's my favourite chocolate bar kind of thing. Honestly, forget the Chanel bags. I mean, get me one if you want, but like really it's fine about the Chanel bags, but please pick up a Dairy Milk Marvellous Creations when you see one because I love that. How do you find time to post consistently? Do you find you're glued to your phone? Honestly, yeah. I'm not even shitting you, I think I have like arthritis coming on in my thumbs. I do have Raynaud's disease, which is like a blood circulation problem, and apparently if you have that you're more likely to get arthritis, and I honestly can feel it coming on in my thumbs because I'm just on my phone so much. It is really, really bad, but it is my job and mama's got to work. What are your next big career milestones? Smashing it, G. Thanks, G. Honestly, I kind of don't know. I'm not gonna lie, and it's not I am really a good, well it isn't, depends how you look at it, but I kind of feel like I don't know. Like when I was in having my meeting with Aquarius this morning, like Amy was saying that like, is there anything else like you want to like work towards, whatever, and I'm kind of like, I don't really mind. I mean, of course I would like to continue growing at 100%, do not get me wrong, I would like that, but the thing is, I do a job I love every day, I make a living off it, I have a roof over my head, I have a car, and I go on holidays. Like that is actually all I really care about in life. Like that's all the big things that if I was 16 years old I'd write down on a sheet of paper. Those are the things I want to accomplish, and those are the things that matter to me, and I have done that without blowing my own trumpet. Like that is where I'm at the moment. I don't really feel like I need more. Like see, if I remained where I am right now for like the rest of my career, I would be the happiest girl ever. Like I love where I'm at, I'm really content, I really love like just like the balance of everything. Like I just love it, I love it so much. So I kind of feel like I have accomplished a lot more than I ever thought I would, so I don't really know what's next. I mean, I should think of something because it's always good to like work to the next thing, but I'm very content, and if it stayed like this forever, amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Right, I'll finish on one last question. Sorry, I really should have put this box up like yesterday. I've not really given people a lot of time to ask questions, but anyway, I'll finish on one more. General tips on how to thrive as a girl. You seem to be living your best life. It makes me so happy. That's really sweet. Thank you so much. General tips. Much easier said than done, but try not to worry about things that haven't happened yet. Also try not to worry about things that are literally out with your control. Try not to give too much of a fuck what people think. Like, care what your family think, what your friends think, but other than that, like, just treat people with kindness, and if that's not good enough, then that's not good enough. Live every day like it's your last. Like, literally, that, I know that's like really horrible to think of, but like, tomorrow isn't promised, so live now. Like, don't say, oh, I'm gonna do that in years. Obviously some things you have to, like, i.e. moving out or whatever, or traveling, like, you might need to save up, but like, work towards it now. Like, don't put things off in the future. Live in the present. Do what makes you happy. Trust your gut. If you get good gut instincts, I honestly have the strongest gut feelings. It is mental. Like, your gut is your second brain, and it may as well be my first brain. There's more going on in here than there is up here. The beginning of this year for me started off pretty terribly, like really, really badly. Like, there was a time, probably in like April, where a lot had been on. Like, from January through to April, a lot of really shitty shit things happened, and I was, in all honesty, fucked. Like, I genuinely thought to myself, like, I don't think I'll ever be happy ever again because of these different situations that were going on in my life at the time. And I was so wrong. Like, if I could go back to that version of myself in April, I'd give her a big hug and I'd be like, it is gonna get better. It's gonna be the best ever. Like, how I feel right now is like the happiest I've been in years. And like, all these things still happened, and like, there's still shit in my life that I worry about and I stress about, but like, it's just, no, I can't really describe it, but I feel like the minute I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna stop stressing about things I can't control, I'm just gonna live in the moment, then I just feel like it got better. Also, I always say this, but I'm surrounded by amazing friends and family, and they definitely were like my support system throughout all of this, but I promise you, things will always get better, like 100%. I don't know if what I said made any sense, but I have done an absolute 180 this year, and the second half of the year I think is going to be absolutely amazing. The past few months have been amazing, but from like January to like April time, really fucking shit. But also, like, my biggest like motivation, like the thing I think of the most when I think about like living life and stuff and like taking chances or whatever, is I always think, imagine me when I'm old and grey, and maybe I'm in a wee care home or something. Imagine when I'm reflecting on my life, like, do I want to say, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I just cried over this for a really long time, or do I want to say, I done this, I done that, I fucked up, I made mistakes, I had so much fun, I made so many memories, I done, you know, I just done it all. You know that song, is it by One Republic? I did it all, with every second that this world could give, with every broken bone, I swear I lived. How accurate is that for me? If you're ever needing a wee bit of motivation, stick that tune on. But anyway guys, that will bring us to the end of the video. I feel like I yappa. Hope you enjoyed a nice wee catch up, and I will absolutely see you in the next one. It won't be long away. Thanks so much for watching Chicken Nuggets. I love you so much. Always. Uh-oh.